Let's watch this. Prince, something is weighing on my mind. Oh, she calls us Prince. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. Grave has done so much for me. Our relationship almost feels unbalanced. Can that really be called beautiful? I want to do something for Grave as well. But I can't think of anything. I think seeing you awake is more than enough to make her happy. Prince Charming. Ooh. Oh, duh. Cinderella. Okay, that makes sense. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm sure she's over the moon just to see you up. Well, I am her magnum opus after all. It would stand to reason that my existence in itself would be enough to fill Grave with pride. That's so obvious I could hardly have to point it out. Oh, but that's not enough. It's not nearly enough to repay her for all she's done for me. Grave has dedicated her entire life to me, so I want to do something special for her. How about a nice heartfelt gesture? Something heartfelt, like what? Like, say, helping her tend to her weapons or repairing some of the medical equipment. Yeah, chores! I don't want to go around touching Grave's things without permission. Besides, she's far more knowledgeable than I when it comes to that kind of stuff. How about helping her recharge her firepower? She's gotten a new body. You can help her boost her offensive capabilities. Kick her firepower up. Impossible. Oh, alright. Grave and I have distinctly different abilities. I don't see myself being able to enhance her firepower in any meaningful way. The only thing I could do is get her accustomed to her newfound strength. I'm not confident that I can't make a mirror more beautiful than those which Grave creates herself. I can't force her to use something substandard merely for my own gratification. How about making her favorite dish? Surely that's not too much to ask. Cook for her? Never mind, forget it. If you're not into it, I can think of something else. No, I think it's a fine idea. You do? I think it's a good... Yeah. Cooking is good. So it'd be nice if I returned the favor. I think cooking something up for her is worth a shot. Have you cooked before? No. We're gonna burn the kitchen down. You haven't? Not even once? You're gonna try and cook without any experience? That's different from actually being in the kitchen. It will be fine. Everything will turn out beautifully. I'm starting to get worried. Have you decided what you're going to cook? This already sounds terrible. I'm not sure whether Grave's favorite food has changed. People's tastes usually don't change that drastically, do they? You keep liking what you like. I doubt that her culinary preferences have changed all that much. Exactly. For example, even though she's lost her memory, she's still fond of you. Do you think so? Oh god, she's lost her memory too. Just because Grave has amnesia doesn't mean that she's fundamentally damaged. Alright then, I'll make a dish that will evoke past memories. I want to make a dish that has a sense of nostalgia. And what would that be? Soup? Soup. Alright. Let me see. Let me advise her. I'm gonna give her all the gifts I have. So much time has passed, and yet they haven't given up. Grave. I was referring to all humanity you knew. Despite what has happened, you've not given up. Aww. Humanity's still trying. Alright. Squad. Wait, you give them batteries as a gift? This is weird.
Our story, as well as yours, is bound to be beautiful.
You must take all the gifts. You must have all the gifts.
It feels like to be rapturously beautiful. You're really great at finding things that suit me. Of course, everything looks fabulous on me.
Fabulous.
You're becoming more beautiful by the day. Would you like to look in the mirror and see just how ravishing you've become?
So ravishing.
Our story, as well as yours, is bound to be beautiful.
We got Unwa. No! Grave may not remember this anymore, but back when she was conducting her research, she often made something simple in lieu of a proper meal. That way she could stay in the lab and keep at her work. She'd also make it for me whenever I visited. Even after all this time, I still remember how that soup made me feel. Whenever I think of it, all those wonderful memories come rushing back. So I want to make it for her. Well, it doesn't get much easier than soup, so I'm even a novice like you could handle it. Plus, it's got so much meaning behind it. As for the ingredients, I think onions, potatoes, and some soup powder should do the trick. Wait a minute. Those sound like ingredients you have to procure from up on the surface. Yes, and ingredients from the surface are at a premium here in the Ark. Instead, most food is processed from Splendamen. Splendamen? Have you ever tried it? No, what is it? Have you ever even heard of it? And he's like, just... No, this is the first time anyone has ever mentioned it. Well, I guess Splendamen didn't exist back in the prehistoric era. You must call it that? Why must you call it that? It's like Splenda, like the sugar. The fake sugar. I'd rather you refer to it as the legendary era. Oh, I guess Splendamen didn't exist back in the legendary era. I suppose not. I've never seen or heard of it, at least. That can't be right. Most of the rations you've been eating here are made from Splendamen. I see. I thought my taste buds had been affected due to my slumber. Like, it's Splenda. It's simply that Splendamen is revolting. Hey, it's not that bad. Yeah, I think it's delicious. This Splendamen is a universal substitute meant to feed humanity. That's right, humans begin to consume Splendamen after migrating to the Ark. Occasionally, you can find real fruits and vegetables on Royal Road, but they are exceedingly rare, not to mention prohibitively expensive. Real food no longer exists, and in its place is this substitute. The world really has changed. It's a substitute. See, it's Splenda! Splendorin. That's cute. The taste may not be exactly what you expect, but soup is still soup. Alright, let's try making something. So this whole thing is gonna be us making soup with her storyline. There, all done. Oh wait, it's not. Splenda will rule the floor. No. Not all the substitutes. Cinderella places a bowl of soup on the table. Inside the bowl, the soup appears to have an unnatural gleam to it. Oh. Ooh. What's wrong with everyone? Don't just stare at it, dig in. I know it's my first time making it, but I'm positive that's gonna be fantastic. This recipe can't be beaten. I followed it to the letter. I'm worried. The color is fine, but it's so shiny. It's a bit concerning. That it is. What are you talking about? You said yourself. The color is flawless, and yet you're standing here worrying about how I'm not a good cook. It's your first time cooking anything. How could we not be worried? What is going on with the sheen? I'm not sure. Perhaps it's because everything I touch is beautiful and such things tend to sparkle. What are you babbling about? Sparkling soup isn't beautiful in any context. It's just freaky. What do you think, Prince? Well, I'm gonna say it's strange, but I'm hurt that you don't have faith in me. I'll try it. Oh god, we gotta try it. I'll try it first. Rappy did it. Summoning her courage, Rappy lifts up her spoon. Gulp. It swallows a spoonful of soup. Bleh, are you okay? It's cloyingly sweet. That can't be. I followed the recipe and there's nothing wrong with the recipe. Cinderella takes a sip of the soup. What do you think? This isn't right. Maybe it's because I had to use Splendamen. Frickin' Splenda. Hey, don't do Splendamen. You're just a lousy cook. Sparky, if there was a female character that was you in this game, it'd be Annie. So this is you. It's like, you're griefing us with your soup. This is the Sparky. I have to practice more. This is me barsing and you being like, no, it's trash. I aspired a bit of All you have to do is sample the food in Grace's place every time you cook. That's right. That's the only way I'll be able to improve. Oh boy. Alright, I just remembered that I have errands to run. I can't put it off either. Sorry. Oh, wasn't there something I needed to do as well? Damn, you're all leaving. That's Sparky. See ya. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need you to come with me as well. See ya. That's you and Lovis. See ya. Yeah, it'll take us a while to complete. Yeah, totally. So unfortunately, we won't be able to stay for any of the rest of the dishes. Naturally, it's a shame, but what can you do? What exactly is this errand you're talking about? Oh, you know, something. Isn't that right, Rappy? You've got your hands full as well, don't you? Yes. I need to finish writing a report. Not you too! I'm sorry, Commander. Looks like it'll just be me. As long as your hair prints, that's enough. Well, shall we? Yikes. Oh. Blurble, blurble, blurble. So it was too sweet before. This time I'll add some salt. Cinderella dumps a staggering amount of salt. Oh god. Are you sure that's like what's happening with the soup? This is the cat's on fire. Oh yeah. Thank you for party. Cats are on fire, gotta go. She's very cute when she wants to be. Yeah. Do you think so? Try it. Oh god. It's way too salty. Well, what do you expect? You dumped all the salt in there. Of course. Told you. You're right. I should have used less. But how much? Oh. Does the recipe tell you how much to put? Yeah, you gotta taste it as you go. Or just from experience know exactly. No. All I say is add salt to taste. All it says is add salt to taste. It doesn't specify. No. Well, that's because that's like a pinch of salt. Are you sure your memory of the soup being delicious is correct? Of course. Grave is a genius. Conducting research, whipping up winning dishes. There's nothing she can't do. Since it was her making it, of course it was delicious. Then I guess we'll have to figure out the proper amounts by instinct. I suppose so. I'll have to keep experimenting with different ratios. Alright, we can work together on it. Thus began the search of the perfect seasoning. Burble burble. This time I used less salt and a bit more sugar. Try it, Prince. Okay. Gulp. Bleh. First, Cinderella attempted to use different seasonings. I added some new seasoning. Oh god. It had a strong flavor. I figured it can't find a balance between the sweetness and saltiness. Bacon both flavors to even it out. I'm not so sure about that logic. Just try it. Oh god. The newly introduced mystery flavor is both overpowering and baffling. I think you should ditch the new seasoning. Decided to add additional seasonings in smaller amounts. Oh my god, the soup. I eased up on the seasoning this time. Not fair to keep making you taste it first, so I'll do the honors. Thanks. Gulp. No good? I don't think so. After several failed attempts. I'm sorry, Prince. It's inedible, isn't it? No, it's bearable. You don't look well. So, it's okay. You don't need to try anymore. I'll take it from here. It's fine, honestly. It tastes better than it did before. I'm glad to hear that, but... why don't we both try it? Cinderella and I each sample a spoonful of the soup. The texture is silky smooth and there's a delicate balance of salty and sweet. I think it's pretty good. Cinderella takes another spoonful. It's good, but something is missing. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like what? It smells different from how I remember. Maybe we forgot a certain spice? You're right, there's a key aromatic missing. Have you got something specific in mind? Herbs. We need to add herbs. Kind of herbs. I'll know it when I see it. I distinctly recall Graves saying how adding the right herbs could save what would otherwise be a subpar soup. But is there anywhere we could find such a thing? I'll ask someone who might know. Who? Wait a minute. I turn on my comm link. Shifty. Shifty, what is it? Do you know where there is anywhere near Reclamation Site 1 where we can find herbs? What makes you bring up herbs all of a sudden? Allow me to explain. Cinderella tells Shifty about the soup and why we need the herbs. I see. You want to give Grave a gift. I'm pretty sure I recently saw a report on local natural resources. Wait a minute. Soon after, I found it. There's a report of someone finding a small patch of fragrant plants behind the residential area near Reclamation Site 01. Botanic Garden hasn't yet confirmed which specific herbs they are, but they may well be what you're looking for. That's more than enough to go on. Thank you for looking into it for us. Thanks, Shifty. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm heading to that field. Will you come with me, Prince? Alright. Off we go. Let me see what you all said. Sorry, hold on. You're doing your dailies, then you'll start pulling. Your music of choice will boost your luck. Hell yes. For soup, I tend to go heavier on the salt, but like no more than a big pinch. Yeah. Like a 2 turns of the, if you have like, I have like the salt grinder, sea salt grinder, so it's like 2 to 3 turns of that, like when you make pasta or something, that's like all you need. And hi, Bunny Slayer, okay, Wiggle. Yeah, not the poisonous ones. No, thank you. Alright, hold on. Let me drink some water and then we'll continue. I basically am gonna get as far in the story as I can, which I think we can get to at least chapter 5 because I've maxed her out past level 10. And then I'll do some of my dailies and hope I can do another temple. We're gonna try to get her into 3 copies. That'd be MLB. MLB is 3 copies, right? And then when you go to the core, that's core break like 7 or something. Thank you for the head pats, Abika. Abiki, I don't know why I say it so fast with the O. What's crazy in the UTC time zone, it's Halloween. So if anyone's on that time zone, happy Halloween. I know it's like, it's in the, they're all 13 hours ahead, so it's Halloween over there. Actually, probably some of you in EU too, it's getting to that time, right? It's almost midnight, so. Happy Halloween in the future. Tomorrow we will be playing Phasmo. Around this time. With Blanky and Flora too, so. Check that out. Yeah, I know, I keep saying the whole thing. Okay, it is Halloween, 23 minutes. Let's go. I'm pretty sure she said it's near here. Hmm. Cinderella glances around the... Oh god, I got muted. Sorry. Cinderella plucks a blade of grass and brings it to her nostrils. I was saying, why? How is it grass? Grass is not gonna go in soup. This is the herb. This is the shape, the scent. It's just like what we used to grow in the lab. I can't believe we found it here. That's great. Let's take some and head back. Cinderella? Oh, sorry. The smell brought me back. That's all. Back when Grave was still a researcher. Can you tell me more? Of course. What wonderful days those were. Once a week, we would have a counseling session with Grave. She would see how we were doing mentally and physically, and monitor whether there were any changes in our skill level. We would talk about how we could improve going forward. This was usually done via a battery of tests, and we would discuss the results afterwards. If the test went on for a long time and we missed dinner, Grave would cook soup for us. She'd ask me to eat up so that I stayed in good health. Meanwhile, she'd take only the tiniest helping for herself and head straight back to her desk, working without a break. I would sit in the back of the lab and drink the soup Grave had made for us, staring at her back as she worked. I can still remember how beautiful she looked, so immersed in her research. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I often thought about how it was her stunning passion that allowed her to create us. Sometimes I get lost in her, and Siren would come looking for me because I hadn't returned to the dorm. I'd ask her to sit down next to me and I'd share the soup with her. The little smiley face. It's like in... little smiley. Oh yeah, all these people are I don't know if we're going to be able to pull them, but I know they're part of the story. Before long, Hansel and Gretel will come sniffling around and ask for some as well. Inevitably, we'd end up getting too rowdy, and Grave would turn around to admonish us. She'd berate me for giving away the soup to others when she'd made it for me. Then she'd go right ahead and make some more for everyone else, grumbling all the while about how we were burning through supplies too quickly. Huh, those were such good times. Yeah, never know. Will those days ever return? Will the day ever come when I can see them all again? When we could be together, safe and sound? Yes, and it will come soon. Can I do it? Yes, you can do it. Even if they no longer have memories of that time, like Grave. They might look and act differently than they did before. We will really be able to live together peacefully despite that? When you're back together again, the first thing you can do is make them some more soup. Even if they've lost their memories, they haven't lost the emotions deep inside their hearts. You think so? If the memories of the past no longer remain, then you can go ahead and forge new memories with them. New memories. You can create joyous new memories just like the ones you hold so dear. Yes. Just like Graves did everything to rewrite our story. Precisely. Actually, while I was working on the soup, I was worried that it might not amount to anything since Grave has forgotten those old memories. But you're right, Prince. I need to do it. Since I'm the only one who remembers those times, I have to be strong. If the emotions behind those memories still reside in their hearts, it's up to me to bring them back. If the memories are well and truly gone, then I need to try and create new ones. Since our story is not finished. Grave never gave up on me for all those years, and now it's my turn to try and revive those memories for everyone. Yes, I know what I have to do. Even if they've forgotten our past. Even if those memories are long gone. I will make it so they can experience those moments again. I will make this soup and make them remember. I'm with you all the way. Thank you for encouraging me, Prince. What do you say we get back to it? We'll craft that beautiful soup from the past and recapture the feeling of that time once again. You had login errors? Oh, everyone's trying to get in, probably. Alright, I think this is the last episode. A few days later. Burble, burble, burble. How is it? It tastes perfect. Glad to hear it. Would you like to try it? I try a spoonful of the soup. Slurp. After an initial wave of smooth richness passes over my taste buds, an aromatic fragrance lingers in my nostrils. A comforting warmth spreads through my body. It's delicious. Brilliant. So this should do it. I'll get ready to serve. Could you ask Grave to come over? Sure. Aww. Cinderella, master of soup. Cinderella is looking for me? Yeah, she said she needs you. That's strange. Cinderella usually calls if she needs me. Has something bad happened to her? No, nothing like that. Is she in some kind of danger? Is that why she's unable to fetch me herself? No. There's no time to waste. We have to hurry. Cinderella's in danger. Yeah, of soup. I just told you she's not in danger. Don't worry, Cinderella, I'm coming. Grave sprints towards Cinderella's room. Grave! I run after her. Cinderella! What happened? Burble, burble. Huh? Huh? What's this? There you are. Thank you for bringing her over, Prince. Gasp. No problem. Time for Grave to do her best Gordon Ramsay impression. Well, Grave supposedly doesn't remember those times. Grave just knows to protect her, but doesn't remember the past of her being a researcher, and... Nice to see you, Grave. I sent Prince to fetch you because I wanted to give you a present. A present for me? Yes. I sometimes feel like all I do is take from you, so I figured it's high time I give you something in return. Could you come over here, please? Oh, okay. Cinderella grabs Grave's hand and leads her to a chair. Do I just sit here? Yes. Have a seat and just wait a moment. Cinderella places a bowl of soup in front of Grave. It's soup. I can see that, but what possesses you to... I made it myself, as a gift to you. You made this? I certainly did. Eat up before it gets cold. Oh, okay. Grave takes a sip of the soup. How is it? It's delicious. Really? Really? So you like it? I love it. The taste is beautiful. Cinderella, you okay? Yes, you're right. It's a beautiful day. It was a special meal I shared with people very close to me. That was a long time ago. In the times when I felt I was losing my senses, it was a constant source of comfort. Cinderella looks into Grave's eyes. This dish means the world to me. Cinderella. That's why I wanted to make it for you. You've helped me write a new story, and I wanted to give you a gift in thanks. Is this something I made for you in the past? Yes, it's something you used to make for me. Although the ingredients are a bit different, I tried to replicate it as close as I could. I see. Why are you making that expression? Do you not like it? No, I love it. It's just... I'm sorry, but I don't remember this soup. No matter how much of it I eat, I don't think it'll bring back any of those memories. I can't share that experience with you, and for that, I'm sorry. What about right here, right now? What do you mean? When you eat the soup now, how does it make you feel? Grave looks at the soup. It makes me feel warm. It makes my heart feel full. I feel like I'm about to cry, and I'm not entirely sure why. Then that's enough. It did its purpose. If this soup brings you that much comfort, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you can't remember the past. I made this soup for you in the here and now. For the current you, who never gave up on me and never stopped fighting, even when you were all done. All I wanted was to make you feel a small sense of comfort. A sense of warmth. Cinderella. You don't have to feel sorry about anything, just enjoy it. That's enough for me. Very well. Thank you, Cinderella. No, I'm the one who should be thankful. Grave quietly continues to eat the soup. It's delicious. I'm glad you enjoy it. Prince, yes? Why are you standing over there all by yourself? Come over here. I'm just in the corner, like, watching them. I thought it'd be better for you to have some alone time. Well, you're wrong. We're going to create new memories today, and I want the first one to be with you as well. Grave isn't the only one I'm grateful for. You're included in that list too. Still, come here. Let's eat it together. I have a lot to be thankful for when it comes to you as well. We're going to be forging new memories that I want you included from the start. I don't know what to say. Since Grave and I are in agreement, don't say anything. Instead, come and eat with us. Alright. You can sit on this side. Can you please put a bowl of soup in front of me? Enjoy. Thank you. I have a sip of Cinderella soup, which is full of nostalgia and bygone memories. It's an unforgettable gift. You're right. I don't think I'll ever forget today, this moment. It's the same for me as well. I won't ever forget this day, nor how wonderful it made me feel. I will never forget this newly written memory. The next time there comes a day when I'm feeling nostalgic and want to feel that old sense of warmth again, will you both join me and have a nice meal together? And join me down memory lane? Of course. I absolutely will. Yay! Thank you so much. Wait, there's another? Yes, you know, it's like the servers are being really laggy too. Sorry you're getting errors. Also, hi Ice! Hello, Sachi! Yes, blame Spark.